picked up some flowers from the 99-cent store. These I could have easily grown from seed, but I didn't. So they're cosmos, and they flower all summer long. Even if you pick them up looking like this, they will flower out all summer long. And then I got this, which I do not know. I don't know if the bees will even like it or not. I'll find out if it has pollen. And I picked up this one. So I'm gonna plant this cosmos right next to the watermelon in the radish patch. Now you see I didn't dig much of a hole there, and I'm just forcing the roots of the plants down into that little enclave. It is ensconced by radishes. Those radishes are not dead. These kind of radishes keep producing all summer long. They'll keep throwing up canes. As long as the birds and I are eating them, they will produce. So that's my little flower patch. I forgot to plant my potatoes this winter, and I was out in the garden and I saw my potatoes that I didn't harvest last year are now starting to come up. So I thought, oh, well, maybe I can plant my potatoes that I didn't plant this winter now. And look at them. They are doing everything they can to find a way in the world, and I am going to plant them. I've never planted potatoes with that many eyes on them. When I plant them, they don't have any eyes on them. I have two varieties. I have all red, which I've planted before in pots, and they did okay. And they have a ton of canes, and these are starting to stink. But I think they're potatoes. They'll be fine. So I'll dig a hole and plant some potatoes today. Okay, I've spaced them out like I'm going to plant them. I know everybody says you plant them about 6 inches deep and you're good. So that's going to be a problem for me because I'm not good at digging. But I'm going to do my best to try to go 6 inches deep. I got 3 inches deep, and that's as far as I'm going. This potato, you know, it's been growing a long time. It'll just have to figure out a way. And that's what I'm going to do for the rest of them. If I can, I'm just going to dig as far as I can and leave it at that. You know, it's as big as my hole, but you know, it's survived this long. It's going to figure out a way. I'm sure of it. And eventually, I'll have potatoes. I don't harvest my potatoes anyway. I plant them as famine food, so. And my second hole looks like it might actually be 6 inches deep. I'm so excited. And this potato is bigger. So I'm just gonna look at all the look at this. This thing is a full-on plant, but I'm gonna stick it in this hole. And there we go, second one in. Uh-oh, I don't know what happened. I seem to have less soil now. I'm not gonna worry about that either. You know, this one, I'll just throw some compost on top of this. I'm sure the plant will be fine with that. That's where my potatoes are planted. I finally got some about 6 inches deep, and this was supposed to be my dedicated peanut patch, so I'll just keep piling up the dirt, and I'm gonna plant peanuts over my potatoes. Why not? So now if you look at the area, the other plants don't even seem to notice that they are now in the midst of a field of pumpkin and potatoes. The blackberries are quite content. The mustard seed are dangling to entice the local birds to come and eat and spread their seeds. It's nice. It's peaceful. It's kind of lush looking. Look at all those beautiful boysenberry flowers. I wish you could smell them. They have the most beautiful perfume. Just an interlude to the fresh boysenberry I intend to pick later on in the season. Now on to the work. This is an interesting thing. You sometimes find these at gardens and you're thinking, oh well, this costs $5 and all I'm getting is this little plant. I got this from my local orchids, and the plants were grown locally in Morgan Hill, California. I have no idea what that is. It says it can take full sun, attracts bees and butterflies, and that's what it looked like. But this doesn't look like that. This looks like, just a little light flower. So it's got to be compacted. That's why it's like that. So we're gonna break it apart and see how many plants are in here. Found two very strongly rooted plants. One of these probably would have died if I left them that close together because they were sharing the same root mass. You see that? And now hopefully they will be able to grow tall and look like delphiniums instead of looking more like bluebells, which is what they kind of look like right now. We'll plant them out and we just wanted to share with you my haul. These were actually gifted to me from a neighbor in my area. They grew these. This is a kale plant, and I am told this will turn into a tree in my zone, so I'm gonna put it with the collard greens. My mother is fascinated with kale. I have a spare one here that I'm gonna try in the front yard. And they gave me 2 tomato plants. I have not been successful growing tomatoes or peppers from seed, and we are getting to the month of June, so these are wonderful. And here is an aloe vera. I think every herb garden is not complete until you have an aloe vera. So I am going to plant these lovely items out. I am so grateful for these beautiful and hopefully later on delicious plants. Look at this beautiful gift I received. Look at this beautiful gift from one of my mother's church partners. She used to dance in a church dance group, and the lady sent me this. Oh, look at that. It's so cute. Oh my goodness, I love it. Open the second one here. Those are so adorable. I know that the other one was carrots. I wonder if these are strawberries. I think they are. That is so adorable. A little trowels, just the right size for me. And let's keep going. Oh, these are adorable. These are just, how could she know? Oh, a little corn. That's so cute. Oh, look at that, a little corn. And, oh, another little carrot trowel. Wow, and the trowel is my favorite tool. Let's see what we have here. Oh, another little corn. I think these are for removing weeds, and these are the perfect size. I'm actually growing corn, and I have little tiny weeds. So these are the perfect size. As you can see, it's only 2 inches there to get in there and remove little tiny weeds. You will definitely see me using these. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Lois and Ben, for the lovely gifts. And thank you for, encouraging me in my little hobby of gardening.